Hi, this is Seville's Family Farms, and I'm dodging rain showers today. We're going to have rain off and on all day long, and we've already had some, and it's quite a muddy mess, especially in the duck and chicken area. But I've already taken care of those birds today. I can't remember if I showed you this bin that I made, and I want to show it to you because I've got some work done on it. I watched that Roots and Refuge. I think she had done it way like back in October, where she had gotten where Jessie had taken a bin and put some potting soil in it, and she said she was able to keep greens and stuff all winter long. Well, I just started it a couple weeks ago, and it froze solid last week when it was so cold. But that's the way it goes. But I got to looking at it. Now I couldn't do the same design that she had done because I couldn't find a bin that matched the size of the bag of potting soil that I bought. So I did something different, and hopefully it'll work out. We'll see. Well, it's working out so far. Now see, her design is you turn it on and you put the bag on the lid and then turn this over and put it on top of it. And I was not able to do that, but I did put some potting soil inside, and I'll show you in a moment. And we did close it off. On windy days, I may have to do, there's clips here to hold the lids on, but it gets windy up here, so on windy days, I may have to do something different there. But on this side, I planted spinach, and on this side, I planted leaf lettuce. And yesterday, I came out here, and there was only one little one. It's hard to see, but there's one little one, but today, I've got several of them sprouting here. So, this is leaf lettuce. I'm not seeing anything on the spinach yet. So, but I'm getting something growing, so I'm excited about that. Yeah, there's several little leaf lettuces that are growing, so that's awesome. I'm down here in the vineyard, and the grapevines are definitely still dormant, and that's fine because I have not done even a fraction of the pruning that I need to do for the year. But I was looking down here, and these are all the garlics that I planted a few months ago. I think I planted them in October. The ones in the middle are supposed to be the elephant garlics, and then around the outside is some other type of garlic. So those are looking pretty good. For those of you who are not familiar with what I'm working to do here, I've got all this whole vineyard down here, and I've got trying to get some irrigation going in, and that's going to probably, I don't know how long it's going to take me to get that done. But I've also been digging what I call woody beds. I dig them up, and that's what I'm going to work on today. And this is asparagus bed here. And this one, I think it has some asparagus in it, and there's a strawberry that's kind of like, I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it lived through the winter or not. And then nothing lived in this one last year, so I will probably put asparagus in this one too. But I want somewhere down the road, and we got 16 rows of grapevines and about 20, up to 20 vines on each row. So we got a lot of grapevines, and I got a lot of space between them that I could be using for growing stuff, and that's my goal here. So today, I think I'm going to work on digging this between these two. I put these rebars up so it can kind of tells me how wide to put the beds, and I don't know. It's a goal. It's something I'm working to do. Maybe it'll work. Hopefully. To help me decide how wide to make the beds, what I do is because I have to have a hammer to put these rebars down anyway. So I put a hammer there for the measuring, and then I use that same hammer to knock it in, and then I'll do the same thing on the other side. But that helps me determine the width of the bed. Alright, I have both sides of the rebar up for my width. And then what I like to do is put down old feed bags, and that's where I'm going to put my dirt and stuff on. And that seems to help make it easier to get the dirt back into the hole once I've once I'm ready to get the dirt back into the hole. Okay, now the reason I started doing these woody beds in the first place was to help feed the soil, to make it easier for the grapevines to grow, because they're not getting, there's not a lot of topsoil here, there's not a lot for them of nutrients for them. So if I could do this, I could give them some more good soil put in here, and also grow some other crops at the same time. But what I have to be careful of, what I want to show you is this root here. That is a root of the grapevine. So I have to be careful when I'm digging because the soil does not go real deep. It kind of goes lateral. So I've got to be careful of those roots and not damage them too much. And then like I said, I put my dirt here, and I'm going to do some more, at least one on each of them, because I'm about to run out of time this morning. But we'll get started, and whatever I get done is more than what I had done previously. Well, I ran out of time. I got to move on to something else. But I got a pile of dirt there, and I'm hoping that as that dries out, I can get all that, I think it's called crabgrass, I can get it taken out and not put it back at all. And I got some of the hole, I've got the full length of it done, but I still lack all this here. And then I gotta go deeper, as deep as I can. You're supposed to go down about 2 feet. I seldom can go down below 18 inches, but every little bit helps. But moving on to something else. I forgot to show you the rocks that I pulled out. We're lucky here. This is reclaimed coal pits, but and we do have plenty of rock, but not like some of the other places around here. Ours is one of the later rehabs, what they call it, and they took out a lot of rocks. But some places up to the north, they've got huge boulders, like literally 3 and 4 foot around on their property that they try to work around. So I'm pretty lucky here as far as that goes. I just don't have any topsoil. Well, I'm getting there. And this top part of the vineyard is better for topsoil than the lower part. I've got a lot of work to do on the lower part.